Good morning, class 9. Already in our online classes, we have started the chapter heat. And what about that heat chapter? We have done that thermal equilibrium part. We have done how many types of heats are there, and also we have done that what is called that is also radiant heat. So today we will discuss the part what is called that continuation part of thermal equilibrium. Now what is thermal equilibrium? We know if there are two objects means suppose one object is M1, another object is M2. So I am having one object M1, another object M2. Now two objects are in contact with one another. Now contact might be there are different types of contact. Either they are just M1 touches M2, or it might be that M1 is in thermal contact with M2. Now what is thermal contact? Suppose I have taken an aluminium rod and made a connection in between M1 and M2. So that is also one kind of contact. So if they are in thermal contact, so what is happening? The heat lost by the hot body will be equal to the heat gained by the cold body, as I am taking already that M1 is the hot body here and M2 is the cold body here. So obviously depending on that temperature difference, so M1 will give heat to M2 and M2 will take heat from M1. So after sometimes it will seem that both M1 M2 will be in a common temperature T. Common temperature T means if M1 is at temperature, suppose M1 has temperature 100 degrees Celsius and M2 has temperature 30 degrees Celsius. So what will happen? M1 will give heat to M2. Remember that temperature is not given by the object. Heat will be supplied, but who will decide how much heat will be supplied? Temperature difference. This you should remember. T1 and T2, difference between T1 and T2 will decide कि there will be any heat transfer or not. If T1 is 100 degrees Celsius and T2 is 30 degrees Celsius, obviously transfer of heat will be from the direction M1 to M2. Now if T2 has more temperature than T1, then this heat Q, direction of Q or heat will be from M2 towards M1. This you should remember. So heat will be transferred depending on temperature. Clear? Now if two objects are in thermal equilibrium, what does principle of calorimetry said? If two objects are in thermal equilibrium, or I can say if two objects are in thermal contact and they are insulated from outside. Insulated from outside means they are not having any connection with the outside environment. Only the source of heat they will get from M2 or M2 will get from M1. No further exchange with the outside environment is acceptable here or predictable here. So if this whole system of M1, M2 are insulated from outside, so the temperature of T1 is more than T2. So obviously T1 will give heat to T1, that M1 will give heat to M2 and M2 will get heat from M1. Then principle of calorimetry said how much heat will be supplied? That heat lost by the hot body is equal to heat gained by the cold body. So heat lost by the hot body is equal to heat gained by the cold body. And after so many things, heat exchange, they will be having a common temperature, means both the object should have the same temperature. If it has 40 degrees Celsius, it will also be at 40 degrees Celsius. That's the thing for principle of calorimetry. Now in some book this specific heat or C1 is written as S, or in some book it is C. So in exam, anything you can give. In my PDF, probably it is written as S. So whatever is specific for you, you need to read. Right. And remember this formula M1 C1 T1 minus T1 minus T, where T is the common temperature, is equal to M2 C2 T minus T2. Clear? Now coming to the next slide, what is happening? See, so as I said, M1 is the hot body. So heat lost by the hot body is equal to heat gain by the cold body. That is the principle of calorimetry statement given in book. Here also I am explaining once. Acha. When you are saying or giving answer of principle of calorimetry, what the things you should remember? First thing, the principle of calorimetry states that for an insulated system, why I am going for an insulated system? Because insulated system means there is no connection from outside. That's why it is an insulated system. There is no connection from outside. That's why it is an insulated system. Heat energy lost by the hot body is equal to the heat energy gained by the cold body. This whole statement you need to write. Please, please, please don't write like that with a equal sign. Heat lost by the heat lost by the hot body is equal to heat gained by the cold body. So this is the principle of calorimetry, as I am saying. Now total heat in a substance. Therefore, total heat in a object depends on what? It depends on, remember, the first thing, the mass of the substance, which is denoted by, obviously we know, small m. Clear? Next things what they need? The specific heat of the substance. Already in class 8, who has done heat chapter previously from school science book, we know that. I am just discussing that specific heat, some book denoted by S or C, whatever is your preference you can write, no confusion on that. So the mass heat of a substance, specific heat of a substance, and the next one, what is the important thing? The temperature. Okay, temperature of the substance. So this is all. So heat, if I denoted by heat as capital Q, so capital Q will be equal to M S T. This T is actually not the single one, it is the temperature difference. This is actually the temperature or the temperature difference. Okay, what is the difference between temperature, ordinary temperature, and temperature difference? Ordinary temperature or this temperature difference term, if I include, remember temperature difference I am telling means, suppose previously the temperature was 100 degrees Celsius. I am writing here, sorry. So previously, suppose suppose my temperature is T is equal to 100 degrees Celsius. Clear? And when it is in contact with another substance, it is at 150 degree Celsius. So how much temperature should increase the object? The object will increase 150 minus 100, that is equal to 50 degrees Celsius. It need to increase. So this 50 degrees Celsius, the object has to increase. Clear? It can be happen my object temperature is equal to 100 degrees Celsius and new temperature is just 101 degrees Celsius. So how much the temperature difference right now? Right now the temperature difference is 101 minus 1 minus 100, that is equal to only 1 degree Celsius I need to increase. So remember that more the temperature difference, more is the absorption of heat. Clear? We know what? We know that H equal to, we know that H equal to mst. We know H equal to, we know H equal to or Q equal to whatever is written there, Q or H equal to mst. Here this specifically what I am telling regarding this T is nothing but the temperature difference. So more is the temperature difference, more is the absorption of heat. Now remember others two things. What are the unit of heat? Don't forget, heat has the two unit, one is SI, another is CGS. Remember that CGS unit of heat, CGS unit of heat is, remember that it is calorie. Please don't forget, CGS unit of heat is calorie. Clear? And SI unit of heat is, SI unit is what? Joule. Clear? So CGS unit of heat is calorie and SI unit of heat is joule. Clear? In my next video I will continue this topic. Thank you class.